Good morning, guys. Captain Matt here. I don't know if you can tell, but it is slick out here. The palm trees are not moving. The Gulf Stream is in tight. I'll show you how I figure that out. All right, guys, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a huge captain's secret. You heard me say the Gulf Stream's in tight. Well, how did I know that without being out there? So I'm going to show you a real awesome technical tool that I use every single day. And this will be at the end of the video, but between now and then, we're gonna go bust a few mahi out for dinner. And I'm heading out mahi fishing. It's the first week we've been starting to catch some of them. They're back in, so it's that time. Bonzi out, do a little mahi fishing. I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. So grab your life jackets and hang on, and welcome aboard today's adventure. All right, guys, on my way out here, spin the boat around. You can see we got a big weed patch right over here. I'm in a little shallower than I would start looking for them, but I know the Gulf Stream is pushed right up tight. We got weeds all out here. Got weeds by the boat here. I'm going to cast. First, I want to see if they're in here. So I'm going to burn this bucktail out, cast this over to the weeds, and just see if I can get one of them to pop up here. With the bucktail, I'm just going to zip it up there a little bit. Let it sink a minute. And I'm going to just burn it up. If you get it coming fast, if they're in there, they'll follow it. All right, I got fish following it. Oh, I got mahi on it right there. See them, guys? Got mahi everywhere. All right, guys, I'm in about 120 feet of water or something here. I'm right off the edge of the reef. I knew I was on the edge of the Gulf Stream. Again, I'll go over in detail in the end of the video how I determined that, but I'm like, my brain just doesn't wrap around that there's going to be mahi in 100 feet of water, even though we're on the Gulf edge. So I didn't have the other camera on. I was not 100% prepared. And you guys always hear me whining, you need to be ready for anything. I wasn't this time. All right, guys, I just came through the weed pack here. And I saw a log floating right in here. I already lost it, but it's right in here somewhere. Again, I'm locating right now. I'm just kind of spot checking. Let's see what we got. There's mahi right there. Hooked up, guys, hooked up. All right, looks like a nicer fish. Get the camera out here. Oh, guys, got the whole school of them right here, right here. So I got him hooked up, got the whole school right here. We're gonna get him in tight. I'm just gonna keep him in here. Uh-oh, come back here, buddy. The whole key is you don't want to lose him. If you lose this guy, he's gonna take the whole school with him, guys. So we don't want him to get off. See, the whole school is right behind him right now. Entire school is behind him. I just got to get a chunk of bait on here. You don't usually expect to see this in 100 and some feet of water, but today is the day. All right, he's just right there. Legal fish. I'm gonna put him a little farther up front. Get my shit out of the way. I want to get him a little farther up front here. Uh-oh. All the other ones are just kind of following him right now. I'm gonna keep him up just so I got working room in the back here. Got a chunk of shrimp on there. They're not eating it. It's unusual when they ain't biting the shrimp.
All right, he's right down here. I'm looking for the school, guys. I don't see him. So I'm gonna flip him up in the box. The school pulled off. So I'm gonna flip him in the box here. Get him up, get him in. Yeah, school took off. Woo, shit, came off right there in the boat. All right, that was close. All right, get him up in the box here quick, drop that back down a little bit. Always hard to get them. 24-inch fish, guys. Nice fish for a starter. All right. What we're going to do is the school stayed with him for a little bit, but where's my... Got to get him bled out here. Get the knife.
All right, guys, the goal there was by whipping that bucktail jig was, one, to determine were they in the weeds. They were, obviously. We did hook one right away, but the rest of the fish weren't eating the bait. So right now, I'm just trolling the weed line.
There's on. We're on, we're on. Maybe it was a weed. Oh, we got one on, guys. You can see him coming right at the boat. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, has he got his buddies with him? That's always the question. Here he comes. Looking for his friends behind him. See him right there. Nobody behind him. I'm guessing he's going to be a little short just looking at him. Yep, he's short. Grab out my trusty D hooker. Pop him off here. It's not liking what's going on. All right, I like to use this style D-hooker, guys. Pops them right off. It's old school, but it works. Got another one on. This one's a bigger fish this time. Oh yeah, he's a little bigger fish here, guys. Get the clicker off, Mr. Pelfrey. Come on, come on, come on. He's up on top burning right now. Trying to keep him out of the other line, but may or may not be a good deal. If he's under it or over it. Definitely right at it. Think he got over it, guys. Drop it back into the back one there. Giving them the wahoo skip right now. All right, a little bigger fish. All right. Another nice mahi for the box, guys. Probably another 24-incher. Give him a second to calm down. The boat back in order.
Okay, guys, I'm back on the troll here. I'm going to bleed out that other mahi I caught. I'm going to measure it quick here. I think she ran in right at 23 inches there. So I got a few fish I'd caught. I caught a few more today as well. Then I headed in to go do some crabbing and check my crab pots. But here's how I knew the mahi were going to be in tight today. This is what I look at every day. All right, guys, here we go. How did I know those fish were going to be in really tight? Very unusual you catch mahi in 110 feet of water. Well, here's how I know. If you follow the mouse here, every day I check this. It's one of the first things I do when I'm getting ready to head offshore. Satfish.com, I believe it's about $10 a month. So it is not free. There is a handheld version, but I check it on the computer. It seems to work a little better. So these guys cover all sorts of different areas, as you can see here. Once you get into your location, you can select it as a favorite, which mine obviously is the Florida Keys. So first thing you do, get in, I click on my region, zoom it up. So if you follow my mouse here, you're going to have a little bar up here. And this is a temperature bar right now. So you're going to have a little bar here, and the map is also color coded as the temperature of the surface and the water temperature. So it's your water temperature. I'm going to go to a cloud free. And today we were looking for mahi. So mahi, I like it to be, you'll start seeing them in about 75 plus. They don't seem like they like it colder than that. But so wherever you're moving the mouse on the map, you can see right up here, the temperature's changing with where the mouse is. Zoom back out a little. So wherever that mouse goes right now, I'm in 80.3. If you get out here, it's 78. So it's got a warmer pocket here and here. Okay, that's one thing you want to check, especially when you're looking for mahi in the early season. Next thing on it, watercolor. I'm on the side menu here on the right, watercolor. So you got 1 day composite or a 3 day composite. Let's check the 1 day, what it's showing us. You know, once you have clouds and stuff, it blocks out some of it. Let's go to the 3 day. It's pretty clear there's not a lot of stuff floating out there. High definition, chlorophyll. You're seeing some weeds and stuff here. I think you probably get some cloud blockage on the satellite. That's why I'll check the 3 day. But there'll be times when you'll have big weed packs out here and stuff, and you'll see it when you're looking at this. Satellite imagery. What do we got going here? True color. Again, you got some clouds and stuff going in there. Turn that back off. Next thing. Well, you can check currents and wind. Let's click on the wind. Today is Monday, April 7th. On the bottom bar down here, it's showing you it's 12 p.m. It's showing you what the wind's doing. We can bump it till tomorrow. You got about a 5 day window here. You can check and kind of just see what it's going to see. It's going to switch around here from Tuesday to Wednesday, get a little gnarly. If you're out past 5 p.m. on Tuesday, it's going to settle in, and then she's going to start kicking about midnight, starting to come down, I'm guessing. Yep. So the wind is kind of nice. It shows you the angle, the direction where it's going. And here's the big one where I knew where the mahi were going to be, because I had heard a couple of my buddies that just caught a couple and they just started coming. The next thing's currents. So as you click on the current tab, this is awesome. So again, up here on the bar, guys, it's color coded to current speed. To the right is where you have the mouse. So it's showing like 0.31, 3 knots there. The leading edge of your Gulf Stream is going to go from this blue to, I'm colorblind, I'm guessing this is green. But anyway, it's going to, this color change here, as you get into it from this on your spectrum up here, as you go into this color change, right here, this color change is going to be your leading edge of your Gulf Stream. So today, which is April 7th, and this was shot at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is when this satellite was taken. And they do this a couple, maybe 3-4 times a day, they upgrade this. So at 10 a.m., if I was coming out of Marathon, I would expect, say you're going out to the hump here, the leading edge of the Gulf is right here. It's about halfway to the hump. So if I was coming out of Marathon, for example, and looking for Mahi, I would really start getting focused. As you come down here, you're in about 650 coming off that edge as you're working toward that flat there. But I would really start looking for them here, and they travel in the Gulf Stream. It seems like there's always more of them in the Gulf. Not that you won't bump into them in here. A lot of times you'll see, schools of them out of the Gulf a little bit, but it seems like the definite bigger concentrations travel the Gulf Stream. So if I was coming out of my home here on Little Torch, here's Big Pine, here's Little Torch. If I was coming out of here today, come out and around, I would start looking, I'd really start looking for them in here because it's on the leading edge as you work your way into the Gulf. The day I filmed this video, the edge of the Gulf Stream was right here, was right on the edge of the reef where it drops off. The first fish I found, the school of peanuts, were in like 105 to 115 feet of water. So this app, guys, like I said, it's maybe like $10 a month, but it shows you a lot of stuff. For me going offshore every day, I look at it every day. It tells a story of where you need to go and what you need to do. And it's real easy to save $10 in fuel by knowing what's happening out there. There are times when this leading edge of the Gulf, I had a couple guys asking me, how far out was I on one of my Mahi videos last year? They're like, oh, how far out were you? Well, where the Mahi are depends on where the Gulf Stream is. Like today, it's in pretty tight. You might look at it 2 days from now. The leading edge might be down here, halfway between Elbow Cay, Bahamas, and we'll call it the Marathon West Hump. Maybe the leading edge, this whole thing can shift all the way down. So it might be, maybe the leading edge will move from here just south of the Marathon Hump. Every day when you look at it, you know what to expect and how far a guy really wants to travel to hunt Mahi. If it's way down here past the Elbow Cay, for example, you might go fish something else that day. Once May hits, if the Gulf Stream's way down here, I'm deep dropping. That tells you got calmer. The blues up here will be all the way down to here as far as current speed. That tells you where to go when you're deep dropping. Or like here where it's in a little tighter this direction, maybe you come over here to deep drop, not over here that day, just due to the fact there's way less current here. And there's days when I get ready to go deep dropping or Mahi fishing, and I look at this and I absolutely change my plan. Saves me a lot of frustration, we could say. Anyway, this is Captain Matt. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, please smash that subscribe button. If you liked today's comment, please share the video with a friend. Guys, trying to grow the channel here. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Captain Matt, Marathon Sport Fishing, signing off for today.